Hey guys, Lord Naren White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God, back with you with the next video on my Witcher 3 playthrough. Today, continuing Witcher 3. So now we're gonna go talk with Triss Marigold.
Sorceress, it's like a witch with... Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Let's be nice here.
Not here for the loot. Interested in the sorceress who lived here.
And we're supposed to believe that?
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple Guard's cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
Oh, I meant no offense.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves got to pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king? Crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the Grove.
Someone called for me. Wonder why.
It's Menger.
Temple Guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitty shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters.
I just want to pause there. I'm gonna remember this conversation with Manx tremendously. Do you know why? Because of how witty that response just was. For the three options we had like, what do you want, or the first option. The second option, correctly, right? Bats are actually mammals. They're not birds. They're mammals that use echolocation. And so they're a very unique type of mammal. And as a result of that, Geralt's response is a very unique response. He not only identifies what Mensk is alluding to, but he actually counters that with his own witty barb, where he says, "Bats." He's saying you like essentially telling Mensk, "You're not as smart as you think. Bats aren't sniffing; they're using echolocation to find their prey." And that is such a witty response, such a beautiful example of dialogue, made even more beautiful by the fact that it's a choice. You could have been with a more aggressive, could have gone with a more aggressive, what do you want? Or the first option. But the second option is so witty and beautiful, and there it is, hiding in plain sight. Such a witty and intelligent barb created by CD Projekt Red. Let's keep going.
And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them, Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now. But just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake. It's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it. And when I do, it'll be standard procedure. Like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
Now, I want to go ahead and pause here for a second. If you go ahead and pick the first option, this is another example of the beauty of Witcher 3. Both of the first two times I played the game, I played actually much more brashly and aggressively. In those first two times, I told those guys to get lost. So you actually, I think you end up fighting them, and then you're forced to discover. You're told to scout the inside of this building to find out what happened to Triss. However, when you have a nice conversation with them, they actually tell you to go talk to you go look for the Putrid Grove. And so basically, you actually talk with Mensk on your way out of the building after you discover that from looking, searching with your Witcher senses inside the building. And that's just another example of how CD Projekt Red gives you an option of how you want to approach the story. And, instead of discovering where Triss went from within the building, this time on my third playthrough, I actually got a new story, which was you can discover by talking to those thieves. Do you see all this stuff here? That's what you would have used to determine that she's at the Putrid Grove. That's at least what I believe. That's what I remember. I could be wrong, though. It's just so cool.
Hairbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this. Herbs, roots. Triss turned to healing. Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions. Triss's. Never knew her to drop them on the floor. The Rose of Remembrance. All dried up.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
You should not have come to the city. You'd be better off staying in the trees.
Unbelievable. A witcher in Novigrad. What will the priest say?
Wouldn't be so pale if you ate onions and oil.
Those armies across the river. Worrying. I must resolve matters quickly and leave.
Pass the barn on yonder fence. Throw in cockle shits. I'll cut it into my darling lass. Soon as I can piss.
Help a poor fellow out.
Take pity on me, misery good folk, and aid a man crippled by misfortune.
Word is, nothing's free in Novigrad.
Oh, another one come bursting with questions. Now, where do you folk gain the idea we beggars know everything? I need to see this and I need to find that one who robbed me brother. Fuck if I know.
There's this place in Novigrad they call the Putrid Grove.
Aye, it's about right. Well, Novigrad's full of nooks and crannies with odd names. Looking to sightsee, buy a bloody map.
Heard men like you frequent this alley.
And I've heard they fed you all shit and you smiled and ate it. Now, don't mean no offence. Go in peace. Eating a kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Just gotta jostle a good position where they toss the leftovers.
Past the barn on yonder tent, crowing cockerel sits.
Is he unhappy with the
I'll
point
come to
change?
you, my darling. I shall pretend I did not hear that.
Eternal fire walk with you.
We'll go talk with more beggars. I think that's more straightforward.
They're not uncomfortable. All that steel.
Aid a veteran of the struggle against the Black once.
Where do you fight?
Angering early on. In Sedaris last, along the banks of the Pontar. So, help me out?
Here. Now you help me. Gotta find the back alley locals call the Putrid Grove. It's important.
Don't know naught about no grove, putrid or other. Don't generally care much for orchardry.
This is urgent.
Leave me be, I don't know.
Take care, soldier. Thank you for your service.
Help a poor fellow out.
Tomorrow is another day.
Muglight, look kindly on a wretched soul. Aid one who last saw nourishment 3 days past.
All right. Give you a crown.
Crown's enough, my lord, when your gut's so empty it's stuck flat to your spine.
Could give you more, on one condition. You tell me where you drop your takings for the day.
I drop them with me lady. Serious trouble if I didn't.
I think you take them to the Putrid Grove.
As far as I'm concerned, the king of beggars can stick his crown up his arse, then shove it even deeper with his sceptre. Bugger won't get a broken copper from me.
You're either pretty damn brave, or just plain stupid.
What's he gonna do? Break me legs? Let him. Me taking's double as a cripple.
From what I hear, they'd break your legs just to start.
Some coin for me future widow, then?
There. Now tell me where the Putrid Grove is. It's the least you could do.
I don't know. And believe you me, I don't want to know. God's protect. Help the poor bloke out.
Eternal fire be praised.
Let us
Take
pray
care
to
now.
the eternal fire, that it may grant our supplications.
It's overripe shit.
Hear our prayer. Spare a copper or two.
Look at this upper body strength. He just climbs up there.
Arms for the poor.
You lame?
No chance. Both legs in perfect order. And me arms, look, like a windmill's wings. There. See me waving them? Looky here. Just look. In my mind, thorough addled.
Been like this long? Addled?
Since me mother birthed me. Here's where it's addled. There. Showing you with me finger. See that? Me indicating.
Healthy as a horse as far as I can tell.
Priests of look, medics, herbalists. All claimed I'm bewildered.
Well, they're wrong.
That's little either way. Folk are generous to me. They enjoy watching me point. Like this. There. There.
You're happy. That's what counts.
I am. When folk ask me the way, I like that most, because I can point. Like this. There. Ah, because I know my way around the city. Oh, do I ever.
So you gotta know where the Putrid Grove is, right?
Most certainly do. It's where I live. Over the, there. That way.
That away. Meaning where?
In nice halls,
There's this alley, past the gate. Not at all putrid and not a grove. Fools call it that, but I know better.
And anyone can go there?
Of course, unless he forgets to say the old sow's farrowed piglets. Might not let you in then, but that's easy enough to say. Listen, the old sow's farrowed piglets. See?
Thanks for your help.
Eternal fire. Answers gives monsters the shits.
No bread, no coin, all this shite.
Ah, you look familiar.
Oh, he's a war veteran.
Hard times we live in.
Officer, taking a rest from witch hunting. Greetings, Your Honor. Good to see you again.
Bring us
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious. Worm's been eating him for 5 years now.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know him, gotta contribute to the grove's upkeep.
Old sows, farrowed piglets.
Ah. Welcome to the grove, brother.
What are you off? See you.
Both him and Grant only have a chance. So we'll save here. And yep, let's play now.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
We have both of our spies. I don't know if we need double decoy versus a monster deck. I'll let go of our monster cards. Or our decoy cards. Because he's not gonna even probably have a decoy, he's running monsters deck, so he's gonna have a ton of monsters, maybe a Scorch. Maybe a Scorch, who knows. We passes with a score of 21. Alright, we can beat that here. What's the easiest way? The easiest way is this. It's a good win for us. Oh, it's a beautiful Scorch. That's a really tough one for us right there. For real. We still have a lot of melee characters who can benefit. That Torrential Rain will hurt for sure. Oh, brutal. Alright, gonna go ahead and pass this run. That's a good one there. Good play from him. 12. Alright, no worries. Let's just go ahead and catapult, fill up Bioheart. That's it. Nice job. Griffin monster card. Alright, not bad. Actually, that's pretty bad as far as cards go, but yeah.
It's him as rain.
Thank you, my lord. A right miracle you've worked. I'd like to repay you.
Convince those knaves on the city council that spells are not needed on a woman. So, positively,
how are things?
Good. More and more people come to our secret clinics looking for help.
Manger's hound's not scaring them off anymore.
I guess incurable disease is more terrifying than torture.
In that case, I'll count on more tribute coming in.
You already take 80% of what we receive.
Don't forget it's me who secures the nooks and crannies where you and yours can hide.
Become the next more.
Nice to see Triss.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cozy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
So what would you call this dive?
Dunno. The Garden of Liberty, maybe?
That's a nice
A
one.
man who shakes down beggars and thieves for tribute. You're quite the romantic.
You say tribute, I say taxes. You say thieves, I say hard-working street clerks. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we've got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural.
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago,
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon.
I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Wanna bite me, Wolfie?
Oh, excuse me. I'm just trying to loot. I'm just trying to loot all your wares. Please leave me alone. You know? Yeah, it's horrible. I know. They probably put that sign up just for people who like to avoid them looting that stuff.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug. There's a draft. Should be an exit. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret path.
Free City of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. He seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Let's get right to it. And that's where I'll go ahead and end the video there for this week. With that, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light to be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.